It'll be the slowest to go first, and that will be the father and son combination of Graham and Scott Jones. And all they need to do is post a time similar to what they've been doing in the past. And if they do that, that puts the acid on Dave Stone and Steve Greaves. Both these guys have been there and done that before. They've made it through. They were in the light section last year. Dave Stone finishing second to Brian and Marie Kelly. The Joneses finishing down in 9th place. Oh, and maybe the occasion getting to the family combination because they just made a slight mistake. Got very, very close to the tyre wall. In fact, probably brushed it with the hull of the boat. The Macraft probably got a bit of black rubber on it. And once again, they're a little bit untidy as they head up towards our commentary position now. In and out of the hairpin. Is it going to be smooth? Yes, it is. Is it going to be fast enough? There's only tenths in it, or hundredths in it between these two. But there's all important championship points on the line here. This is the Jet Pro Lights, the introductory class to the sport of jet sprinting in New Zealand. You're watching the grand final of round 1 of the Parker NZ Championship, coming to you from the Shelterview racetrack at Wanganui, heading down towards the finish line now. They're the first to go. They've pasted the time, 62.70 seconds. This is where it gets tough, but you know what they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. This man's been in this position many, many times before. His opposition was a little bit different last time round. But Steve Greaves and Dave Stone know how to get into a final. They've done that. Now can they climb the #1 step on the podium? Tui Craft Jet Boats is the boat. It's a Macraft. It's a 406 cubic inch Chevy. Runs around about 500 horsepower. So pretty much identical to the boat we saw the Jones family just finish their run in. Or maybe just a little bit of a snick of a problem there. 62.70 is the time they've got to beat. Firstly, they've got to complete the run, keep it on the island, or off the islands, I should say. First step through the chicane. Now they're back down to the bottom end of the course. A big 180-degree sweeper. They hit full throttle. They come heading back towards the finish line. The time's ticking away. Is it going to be better than a 62.70? 7/8 of the way through the course now. Down through this left-right kick into the finish line, 62.70 ticking away. Is it going to be better? It is a 62 dead. He does it. 62.00, and Dave Stone and Steve Greaves take the first title of the new season of the Parker NZ Championship in the Jet Pro Lights.
That feel good?
Oh mate, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Oh, I'm naked.
You've been having problems with the boat all day and you still did it?
Yeah, no, we're down good 400 or 500 revs. We just been chasing it all day, and we just had to drive better.
And they'll begin a slow, deliberate run to the Parker NZ start chute. Will Simon Campbell and Campbell Parlane. Away they go. The flag drops, the time and start. He's looking for a 55-second performance, I'm sure of it, just to put a little bit more pressure on Rex Bryant and Glenn Mason. Watch how smooth this is. Oh, Picky Spud is the boat. It's a White Pointer Stinger hull. It runs a Chev Dart engine. So once again, both of these boats 400 cubic inch Chevy, so they're just about identical. Both of them White Pointer, both the Rex Bryant designed and built boats. Couldn't get closer really in the performance as well. Both of these two combatants have been national champions. Both have been North Island champions. Rex Bryant has been a world champion in Group A. Simon Campbell, well, he just seems to step up when he has to. Living in Opiki, just out of Palmerston North. He's a commercial grower. Heading down towards the finish line. Have we seen another 55-second run? We have. 55.40 for Simon Campbell. Rex just waiting for the water to calm down in the Parker NZ straight. He'll get the flag. The computer timing will click in. We'll be underway. This is the final of the Chems Group A class at round 1 of the Parker NZ Championship. You've been watching it live on the internet here from New Zealand. It's the first round of 6 to find a title champion. Will it be this man again? He made history last year when he became a 3-time in succession champion. Can he make it 4? Bit too early to say. Can he win the round at Wanganui? That's not too early to say. In the roar is the boat. Supergas. Myco Metals PPD helping out Rex Bryant. Ooh, just a little bit untidy. You see the way the boat bounces up and down on the water. Glenn Mason head shakes from side to side. This is quick. Listen to the engine note. Look at the attitude of the boat sitting flat on the water. He's got to beat a 55.40. Forget about the faster times he's done before. It doesn't mean anything. Glenn Mason looks as calm can be as they come up into the big 180-degree sweeper. Oh, and a problem. Oh, that was a problem for sure. Maybe a 10th, and the 10th is all it'll take. Rex Bryant makes an uncharacteristic mistake. Head through the chicane, down through the finish line. Will it be better than the 55.40? It is 55.31. He does it again. How many times have we talked about Rex Bryant pulling it out of the hat when he has to? He wins the Chems Group A title here at round 1 of the Parker NZ Championship.
Rex Bryant, winner of Group A. You did a 55.31. Simon Campbell, 55.40.
Well, how tight is that, eh? It wasn't my best run. I got messy right on that last bit, nearly gave it away, but it gets down to that when you try that hard, hey? There is the likelihood of a mistake gives a lot more rise, but hung him off and held him off, and we're here. It's over.
Early on in the day when you had a 2-second jump, did you think they'd come back at you this strong?
Oh, look, I'm always wary of competition, quality competition like Simon and my brother Peter and Ray Ferguson. They're a hell of a quality, and it's just a game of zero mistakes. And if I had made a mistake, it was theirs, and I just minimised those today.
So Duncan Wilson coming out to post a time in his first final in Bow Repairs Superboats, a neophyte to the class, up against 23 years of experience. Away he goes, the beam cuts, and we start the clock. Duncan Wilson and Chris Coberatis, let's see what they can do here. They've run in the 54s, but it's 54 and change. Brian Smith run 54 dead. Oh, and they got very close to the tyre wall there. Have a look in the coverage. Can you see rubber on the hull of the lethal injection boat? Once again, listen for the engine note and look at the attitude of the boat. It sits flat on the water, and that's what it's got to do. Nice trajectory through the hairpin, down probably the fastest part of the circuit now. It just gets a little bit lumpy there, got quite close to the island. It's got to be precise. It may come down to 100th of a second. We've seen it close in Group A. Are we going to see it close in the Superboats? First man to go. He posts the time. He puts the pressure on Brian Smith and Brent Jellyman. Duncan Wilson doing a fantastic job here, and now through the chicane and heading into the finish. Do we see another 54-second run? It is 54.77. Brian Smith, 23 years of racing experience, sitting inside that helmet. It's a brand new Stinger hull. It's a 640 cubic inch, 10.5 litres, 1,050 horsepower, big block Chevy. Bourbon and Cokes and big block boats is the motto of Brian Smith from Taupo, and he's on the journey now. And what a day he's had. And can he cap it off with a win here in round 1? He won round 1 of last season's Parker NZ Championship, but it was probably through some bad luck for Peter Cowie and Karen Marshall. This time he's done it all in his own merits. He's run a 54 dead. Will he succumb to the pressure? That's the only thing maybe that will stop him beating Duncan Wilson, or maybe he'll make a small mistake. Who knows? You'll find out in around about 30 seconds time. All in and out of the hairpin, and listen to the revs. The boat just about stands on its stern as he comes through, down through the big left-hand sweeper, now heading back up towards the top of the course once again, down past the big crowd. Brent Jellyman getting a little bit more anxious in his actions, telling Brian exactly where to go. Once again, he gets very, very close to the tyre wall as well. Now he comes streaking back down into the big high-speed sweeper now, up towards the finish line. The chicane comes up and the finish line comes through. The clock stops. Has he done it? 54.14 he has.
Brian Smith, you won Superboat.
Thank you, mate. It's good to be here. I mean, what can I say? The H2O Full Throttle team right behind us, AMF Racing, Caltex, of course Parker NZ, all the sponsors, mate. If it wasn't for Bow Repairs and all the support of the whole team, mate. Proud to be part of this team, mate. This new team, and I think it's going to be huge, mate. I think the boats look sharp, and looking forward to putting up some good results.
What went through your mind when you came off the line then?
Yeah, mate, I was thinking, mate, don't muck this up, and then certainly made it a bit harder for myself when we launched around that top corner. We squeezed the nozzle off to get more drive, and we certainly did, and it punched out, but certainly had to give it to it in the second half, and the boat just performed like a dream. So first off with a new boat, I can't be more pleased.
That wraps up our coverage, folks, of round 1 of the Parker NZ New Zealand Jet Sprinting Championship. But if you like what you saw, keep looking for the website. You can see more live sport.